What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RacingNews.com and welcome to our preview of the Preakness Stakes live from Pimlico on Saturday. Going to be race 13 on the card. They're going a mile and 3/16, the grade one race, obviously $1.5 million on the line. And for one horse in particular, a chance for the Triple Crown. You got to win leg two if you're going to have a chance for that Triple Crown. And that's going to be what Mage is going to try to do here, is he's going to try to get to the Belmont with a chance for racing immortality. All right, though, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's look at the Preakness. Listen, I was a fan of Mage in the Derby, had him in the third, fourth, fifth spot, depending on when the scratches came in and everything that was happening. So, but did not get him all the way to win like Mike Somich did. But I am joining the bandwagon here for the Preakness. I am going to go number 3 Mage on top here. I think he's the one to beat coming into this race. You look at his last two races, whether it be the Florida Derby or the Kentucky Derby, and then you start to watch replays of all the other horses in this race. Those two efforts just look a little bit better than the rest of this field today. And so I kind of think Mage, if he is going to bounce back out of that Derby effort and show up and run a Florida Derby or Kentucky Derby type of race, I just don't think anybody's quite good enough to beat him in this spot. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and go with number 3 Mage. Now, it could be argued that, hey, he could bounce out of the Kentucky Derby. He could show up and not run very well. And I get that there's going to be concerns about that. And I don't necessarily, I'm not going to argue if that's kind of your thought. I think that is a possibility. It's also a possibility he won't. And so that's why I went ahead and went with him on top, number 3 Mage. However, I do like the number 8 First Mission quite a bit. And I do think if Mage regresses, First Mission is kind of that one that's going to be able to beat him. And I think, this is a horse that's getting better. This will just be his 4th start. I think the stretch out in distance is actually going to help First Mission quite a bit in this spot. I think he can beat Mage if Mage kind of regresses back to him a little bit. I think First Mission's going to run a career best race in this spot. It was impressive last time out how he won the Lexington. I think First Mission coming in this race very well. Not going to be surprised at all if he wins. I'm going to have him on tickets for sure. I think First Mission makes a ton of sense. The number 5 Red Route 1 is who I will put into 3rd place here. Look, he's just one that what he's going to do. Drop back and make a big run at the end. It's probably not going to be good enough to win this thing. I do think it is good enough to pass a few horses and maybe hit the board. And you're getting a great price here at 10-1. So I think Red Route 1 makes sense as that underneath play, 10-1 on the morning line. You're probably going to get around that. There's some other horses to bet in here. I think he'll get ignored a bit. I think Red Route 1 will be tough in this spot as far as hitting the board. I think he's going to pass a lot of them. Finally, number 1 National Treasure. I've got him in 4th here. I do think he's going to sit a pretty good trip. I think he's going to go to the lead, try to take him gate to wire. I just wish he had shown us a little bit more than he has so far. He does kind of have that look of an upsetter in here. I will give it to you. If you're picking National Treasure, I don't think it's a bad pick. I wouldn't laugh at you for that pick. I think it makes sense. You see this horse and it's like, well, there's not a lot of speed. He does have speed. He's drawn the rail. They're probably just going to send him. Maybe he can hold on. All great points. I can't really argue any of those. I was kind of there. When you look at his numbers and when you just kind of look at the past performances without replays, kind of the analytics side of it, he looks like an upsetter. But when you watch his races back, there's just not enough for me to get behind him. And again, I wouldn't be shocked if he gets a great trip and he turns for home and he's got a shot. But gosh, he just hasn't had that acceleration in any of his races. Now, the good news is he's working out probably better than at least his workout pattern. It looks a little bit better than what we've seen from him in the last 3 or 4 months. I think he's coming into this race going to show his best self. I just don't know that his best self is good enough. And that was kind of my problem with him. And again, if you've got him on top, don't take that as a knock, and don't take that as like, this guy's an idiot or whatever. Because I was right there with you. I've thought about it for a while, but I just didn't see enough in his past races. He's going to have to run a better race than what we've seen out of him. I still respect him. I'll put him in 4th here, and we'll see what happens. All right, to review the Preakness Stakes, I'm going number 3 Mage on top, number 8 First Mission in 2nd, Give me Red Route 1 as a little bit of the long shot to get third, and give me National Treasure in fourth. All right, guys, that'll do it for our preview of the Grade 1 Preakness Stakes live from Pimlico, race 13 on the card. Going to be a fun one. Join us for live coverage of this event. We will be live for a few hours on Saturday as we cover the Preakness Stakes. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Hit that like button if you like it. Hit subscribe if you really like this channel. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're playing at Pimlico on Saturday.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track across the country. The Triple Crown is in full swing, and we want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to Racing Dudes YouTube channel, click the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.